Hey YouTube, this is Sage Sentient, and today we're doing our final video for our episodes for the origin traits of the Bio Top 5 for December. And what's really interesting about this is probably one that's going to be changing the most in January. We have a lot of characters in here. Bio is one of the biggest rosters. It has a lot of very important characters, but it also has a very different, it has a very different look all the time. And symbiotes have dominated the top for a very long time, a little over a year. And, you know, you have Symbiote Spider-Man, you got Philabel, you got the new Web Warriors that are coming in here. You have, you know, Black Bolt as the legendary, you know, you have, you know, Invisible Woman as characters who are, you know, been used for a very long time. So one thing that we're going to do right now, we're going to do this under 8 minutes. You can find this video on YouTube. Under 8 minutes, you guys can find out what we do if I don't make it under 8 minutes. There's a penalty. Come to Twitch. You'll find out when we do this live, when we make these videos. So, in top 5 for Bio, we are doing number 1, your boy, Symbiote Spider-Man. Unbelievable character. Great everywhere. Does so much for everyone in the symbiote team. He is a very, very, very good character. Max him out. Definitely need it all. Max him out on ISO. I have him on Skirmisher. He's great with Skirmisher in Dark Dimension. And I believe I also had him, what else am I had him in Raider also, but that was before I put him at Skirmisher. He's much better at Skirmisher. Just an unbelievable character. He's just dominated the Bio squad for so long, and I really, really, really like him. Now, our number 2 is a little close. It's a little questionable, but it's still better, and I do like Philabel. Philabel is my number 2 here. Philabel is an extremely good character with her team and without her team. She helps in the raids. She helps around everywhere. In war, in arena, there's a lot of good things that Phyla does, and she's big damage. So one thing is really cool is that on her base, she does do, you know, offense down. For her special, she gives a barrier. You know, for 3, though, you know, she does help on the team by giving offense up and defense. So there's a lot of different things that she does. She pairs well with Moondragon and all those things. But that's who we have here at 3, and that's Philabel. Philabel is a really cool character. I have her on ISO at Striker. She is really, really, really strong. I should probably put more. But I don't know about some of the investment in some of these characters because January is going to change a lot. Now, we do have Sims and Phyla here at the top 5, and coming in next, we have Anti-Venom at 3. Anti-Venom is very good, but he's also very important to the Sims. You got to have Symbiote Spider-Man and Anti-Venom together, but you need Anti-Venom to keep the whole team for Sims alive wherever you are. This is almost a no-brainer. Anti-Venom, you know, you got the Cleanse, you got the Revive, you know, you have a basic that is, you know, he can't be dodged, right? So one thing about Anti-Venom is that he pairs well. He really is the definition of support, and he really gives a lot of sustain to the team. Symbiote Spider-Man, Philabel, Anti-Venom on 3. I have him also at Striker because you definitely want to land an extra attack on him there using the ISO. So, number 4, we actually have Scream. Scream is a very cool character. Turn me to rewind on, you know, her ability is very good. She's kind of a fun character. She actually goes through stealth on her first 2 abilities. So that is something that is really cool. You know, it's clearing the, you know, the buffs on the team and going to adjacent characters and with stealth. So that's something to really think about. So if you have a character that's stealth and Scream's right there, you can probably get to that character that needs to take those buffs off. Especially somebody maybe like Miles that might put Disrupted on a team that could really change that squad. Now, I prefer Skirmisher to land off those that land off the offense down, which would be great. And you know, having high red stars on her is almost important as she is high in levels because, you know, you really want to get her going. And she is one of the bigger damage characters for the Sims. Now, next we got, now we do have Striker. I have her at Striker, obviously, right here. but it depends on your preference and your situation. Now, what we do have here on number 5 is Carnage. Now, Carnage is a very interesting character. Carnage is a lot about turn meter. You need him for the speed up. You need him for the speed up for this team. You get this cool skin if you want. This is what he looks like regular. But, Carnage is a character that is needed for this team. He's also a high character that you're going to be investing in for the symbiotes because you really need to keep him alive so he can keep that team and that squad going. And that's anywhere. Dark Dimension and, raids, or if you want to use him in war, or if you want to use him in campaign nodes if you need to finish some things. So I have him at Skirmisher here. He's a lot of fun. It's Carnage. Now we do have a couple honorable mentions here that we need to talk about because something that's very important to note is that something that's very important is to remember you don't want to invest in these characters if they aren't already built. And the reason why is because January we have the Weeb Warriors, whatever you want to call them. And this is going to change everything. But this is December, and even though Ghost Spider is out right now, she really should be making a big difference in this squad in bio. She's going to make a difference. And Ghost Spider, she does a lot, and she's going to be a very, very, very important character to invest in. Decemberary, yeah, exactly. Decemberary. I don't know. All right, so we got 2 minutes left here, so it looks like we might be able to finish this in time. But Spider-Man and Miles are characters that you're going to want to invest in for this next month because they're going to be relevant for the next at least 6 months. They're going to be relevant for the next 6 months, guys. Weeb Warriors is the way to go. Miles, Spider-Man, Ghost Spider. Miles probably for Striker if you want to use ISO. Spider-Man for Skirmisher. Ghost Spider for Raider because on crit for her special. Make sure you guys read kits. And, we do have a leveling event.